Hello team, today I'll be presenting you about Norway and Romania, two countries we plan to do business with. So as you can see here is their national animals and their flags. So to start with Norway is an individualistic culture that prides itself on humility, family, and egalitarian principles. Especially equality among men and women is something that is valued and prized. Many team leaders, many CEOs in Norway are women, and they are respected and much needed in the workplace. A big part of their culture is the law of Jante, which expresses humility and equality both in the workplace and out, and they are expected to be honored among society and especially from foreigners such as us. To continue, this is what you will typically wear for your meetings. Norwegian business attire is what you'd usually expect. Formal, smart attire. So, for example, conservative suits for both men and women. Being well groomed. So, for example, as you can see in the picture, they have their hair tied back. The men are shaved. This one, not so much, but they are clean. Their hair is combed, not raggedy like mine. And nothing should be flashy or stand out as according to the law of Jante, which expresses your humility and equality. So everyone is expected to dress and look the same. Furthermore, where will you conduct these meetings? So Norwegian business meetings are typically informal and should be expected to be held in calm, collected settings. For example, the room is quiet and structured to allow for every member of the meeting to say their decisions. So, according to this picture, there's a round table, as you can see the Norwegian flag, and a round table promotes equality and equal discussion amongst everyone. If you can call back to King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, that round table meant equality and equal status amongst them, and everyone had their say. So, of course, this calls back to the law of Jante, which everyone is equal and humble amongst their peers, and this extends to business. Moving on to greetings and gifts. So, greetings are casual encounters with firm handshakes and good eye contact. And since everyone is humble amongst themselves, there is no hierarchical system. They usually are on a first name basis immediately. And of course, egalitarianism is highly practiced. So, certain occasions, such as important business meetings or presentations, high stakes presentations, require honorifics such as Mr. and Mrs., but nothing more than that. And for business oriented etiquette, they do not have a gift giving culture. So, however, once after successful negotiations, usually wrapped cognac or whiskey is suitable. So here's a picture of something that you would most likely give to your business associates after a successful negotiation. So what is the agenda? So meetings in Norway are scheduled as far advanced as possible and are expected to be punctual. Time and punctuality are very important in Norway as they are indications of your trustworthiness and is the catalyst for starting a good relationship. So meetings go usually as follows. An agenda is written beforehand to keep the meeting structured as they do not like to waste time. Arrival time is crucial as any unexcused tardiness can show untrustworthiness. Even if it's a 5-minute delay, sending a phone call or a quick email just to let them know what's happening can really go a long way. Any unexcused tardiness will be detrimental. No small talk. Business is conducted immediately. Once again, they like to get straight into the business. Presentations are tight, straightforward, and unexaggerated. So no showboating, no too bombastic words during your presentations. And questions are always taken after the presentation, not during. Norwegians will never interrupt you or ask questions in the middle. They wait until everyone has said their piece, and this extends to presentations. And decision making may take a while as negotiating is direct and honest and also requires the whole consensus. If we can look back to the round table, everyone needs to chip in, everyone needs to make their decision. So this is equally as important when it comes to making final decisions. Now, how will we get their business? So if we consider everything in Norwegian culture, such as business etiquette, the communication, as well as their overall culture, our plan is to fully accommodate to their scheduling as much as possible. Our communications will be frank, honest, and most importantly, humble. Our meetings will be scheduled in advance, with our mindset being solely focused on getting straight into business. As I stated in a previous module, where Norwegians are more of a feminine style of practice where they maintain honest, communication and getting everyone involved and taking care of the meek and humble, we will therefore show our respect towards that. So no bravado, no showboating, just pure honest communication and cooperation to benefit both of our businesses. And now to move on to the second country that we will be conducting business with in an almost conflicting sense is Romania. Uh, Contrastingly, Romania is a collectivist culture where hierarchy is respected, titles are a sign of experience, and seniors are considered to be the main decision makers. This extends not only to business practices, but also family, as family is an important aspect of Romanian culture. So the heads of the household, such as the fathers, the grandfathers, are in charge of the whole family unit, which makes this makes building relationships a long and delicate process as they for those who are considered outsiders, as they need to earn their trust with those figureheads. And it takes a long time in trusting. And especially in this culture, they are very wary of outside influences. So as you can see, here is some buildings and architecture. So what will we pack and wear? So this is very similar. Romanians expect attire to be conservative and smart as well. So for example, suits for men with ties and blazer coats, skirts that fall below the knee for women, and of course nothing considered flashy or stand out. So as you can see, the colors here are very muted, black, gray, white, and of course, as it goes, business casual and more casual settings. Where will we conduct these meetings? So since Romanian culture is very much a hierarchical culture, business meetings will most likely be held in a room where it is expected to be respected. This means that the direction of the meeting will be decided by the most senior Romanian, and all decisions and potential negotiations go through whoever holds the senior title. And this results in longer decision making, but it always runs through whoever is hosting these meetings. So as you can see in this picture is an example of how Romanian business meeting will be constructed. They are on a rectangular table with the main head, to be assumed the senior Romanian making all the decisions, and they are in view of everyone, so they can make the decisions. Moving on. Greetings and gifts. Similar to Norway, Romanians do not practice gift giving. They expect greetings to be formal and reserved as possible. A firm handshake, an appropriate greeting. Older Romanian men may kiss the hand of a woman, once again to show respect. However, as the relationship continues, greetings may become more intimate, such as a kiss on the cheek. I'm sure you've seen those in a lot of movies where they have Europeans greet each other by pecking each other on the cheek. This is part of Romanian culture. However, the pace at which this intimacy evolves is decided by the Romanian in the business partnership. And like I said, gift giving in Romanian business culture is not normal, but professional gifts after meetings or decisions are customary, such as high quality pens or coffees with company logos. Just keep it professional, keep it clean. And moving on, so our agenda for the meeting, it must be scheduled 2 to 3 weeks ahead, usually by letter. That is the preferred way of scheduling meetings. Punctuality is to be expected by outsiders, but state-run business partners may run late, so we adhere to their schedule. As the meetings are directed by our most senior member, they proceed as follows. You are to wait to be sat by the most senior Romanian, or wait until he sits down and then everyone else sits down. If it is hot in the room, or if you want to remove your blazer jacket, do not do so unless, once again, the head Romanian does it first or allows it. Likewise, they like to stall their business before, so expect some small talk. Presentations must be easy to understand, factual, and once again, unexaggerated. They like to be honest, no straight what you are intending and what you're trying to push with them. And decisions are all ran, once again, through this senior Romanian and may require multiple meetings to reach conclusion. So expect long meetings over one particular issue or agreement that you are trying to make. And as a result of this, negotiating in Romanian business settings is very difficult and should be indirect. So, like I mentioned previously, as I started, Romanians are very wary of outsiders. They do not want to be influenced by any outside cultures. So, any direct negotiating or conflict will indeed harm the business relationship. So how will we get their business? Well, they are more delicate and more reserved culture than, for example, Norway. So we would once again adhere to their hierarchical cultural style as best as possible to show our manners and well-being when conducting our business with them. We won't come off as too outgoing or enthusiastic, as we don't want to imply trying to take advantage or appear stronger than them. We will be polite and understanding of their power structure and to show our willingness to do business. So negotiations will be kept to a minimum, where we maintain a humble and honest attitude when communicating to help develop our business relationship as efficiently as possible, as once again maintaining and building these relationships in Romanian business culture takes a very long time and takes a lot of trust on both ends. Thank you for listening.